Hello, thanks for being here with me. This is Tiger Lilith Tarot, and I'm going to be doing a reading for all the lovely Taurus placements out there. Hello, Tauruses. I hope you're all well. I hope this first month of the year has gone well for you, brought lots of blessings. This is going to be a spread that's good for the new moon, January 21st, to the full moon, February 5th. We started this year off, the first full moon that we had of the year was a micro full moon, and this past moon, new moon, was a super new moon. So I'm writing a little entry about this on my community page if you want to check it out, but there's a lot, this year promises to offer a lot of manifesting energy. There's a lot of new to be created, and not as much to be seen. What I'm picking up with this year in general. So we're going to do a spread here we're going to look at where to reevaluate intentions, just energies that might not be serving you anymore, where to set some new intentions for this moon phase, or for, it could even be for longer, honestly, with this super new moon energy. And then we're going to look at what your superpower is for this moon phase, right, Taurus? And please like and subscribe if this resonates. Thank you so much for being here with me, sharing your energy. All right, first card we have coming out is Temperance. It's possibly time for you to stop being patient. Yeah, that's immediately what I'm getting, Taurus. If they're intentions that you have set about you just kind of waiting for the right time. Yeah, look at that. Two of Pentacles. Trying to balance an energy out that doesn't really want to work with you. I feel like you've been very patient when it comes to a situation that you want to be very committed to, or that you were once very committed to. But it's on shaky ground right now. You're having to work hard and play hard just to keep something afloat. A relationship commitment. For some of you, it's a marriage. Some of you, it could be a job. But it feels like you're doing all the heavy lifting. And I feel like there's a message here to reevaluate how patient you're being while trying to wait for a commitment to come in, or wait for an energy to start working with you the way you want it to work with you. That's like, it doesn't, yeah, see, we're the Magician at the bottom of the deck with the Nine of Swords. Feel, Taurus, like you have the ability to manifest something else, but the idea of that might bring you some anxiety. That you can create something else as opposed to staying on a path and continuing on one journey. Just because it's what you've been doing, it doesn't mean it's what you have to continue to do. You can change it up. All right, let's see where Taurus placements, and we'll clarify and get more information. I won't be surprised if the Wheel of Fortune comes out here when I clarify for you, because it feels like there's a change that needs to happen. All right, but let's see here. Where are Taurus placements being guided to set new intentions? Wow, we have two tens coming out. Ten of Cups with the Ten of Wands. Yeah, see, there's about a cycle being over. Something being done and starting going down a new path. You've been patient enough, Taurus, when it comes to some sort of situation. I feel like you, death. It's time for a change. It's time for something to roll over, is what this feels like. Right? Death, because death is about something ending so that something new can begin. And on the death card here, this particular death card, the King is dead on the card. So it's about a power structure ending. Something that you once relied on for stability is no longer, I don't think it's bringing you stability anymore. I think you've been very patient while waiting for the energy to come back around. But I feel like where you're guided to set new intentions or just kind of grab onto this new energy is when it comes to the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands. Ten of Cups, this is all about your happiness, going after your own happiness. Happiness, right, it comes with some sort of burdens and responsibilities, but it's it's time to reevaluate what burdens and responsibilities you're carrying with you, and to let some of them go, so that something, like I said, so that an energy can turn over and something fresh can come from it. Wow, Page of Cups with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Very dreamy energies, and the Eight of Cups. So lots of intuitive, emotional energy down here at the bottom, Taurus. Could have to do particularly with a creative project that you've had in your head. You've tried to work with other energies to get them to commit to the same project that you are committed to, but it just hasn't worked. So it's time to walk away. And yeah, Ace of Wands. Go towards what makes you feel passionate and inspired. Because there's something, it feels, that's one of the things to reassess here when it comes to intention setting is I just don't feel like you're inspired because you're not getting anything from the other side. It's a one-sided energy, and it's you. I'm going to make something work. All right, let's see. See what we have to clarify here for Taurus placements. Tauruses. What's this Temperance card about? This Temperance and the Hierophant are both very, very patient energies. They're both fives as well, which is a breaking of old elements so that new elements can come into play. It's this Temperance energy. Judgment reversed. Yeah, it's time to... you're procrastinating on making some sort of decision. Taurus, I think for some of you, this definitely has to do with a intimate relationship with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and the Hierophant coming out, right? Card of marriage. So for some of you, there's a relationship that you've been trying to, it feels like with this person that you go, one step forward and then two steps backward. And maybe it's time to move on from it, or to, like I said, to almost, if you're not moving on from it, then trying a different path, trying a different way of doing something, not doing the same thing over, not trying the same method and expecting a different result from someone, or it could be from multiple people. The Ace of Pentacles. A lot of aces showing themselves here, Taurus. So there's a lot of new, fresh energy here. Ace of Pentacles and the Sun with the Hierophant. There's something, Taurus, that almost feels... For some of you, this is reassessing the idea of, I see you're reassessing the idea of children. If that's something you want in your life, in your relationship, in your marriage, possibly for some of you, looking at what that is. But it's almost a message here about reassessing what makes you happy, what brings you joy and optimism, what makes you feel encouraged. Because I feel like there's a new opportunity here to commit to something that makes you feel encouraged. But it's about reassessing where you're feeling a lack of that in your life right now. I said, so you can go down a new path and try something new. What is this Two of Pentacles here? Another two, the High Priestess. We have a decent amount of twos coming out here now. Taurus, Judgment is a two. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. Oh, look, there's the Wheel of Fortune, which I had a feeling was going to come out for you, because that's what this feels like. That's specifically what this Two of Pentacles feels like. It is a change. There's a change of direction that is needed so that something can be balanced out that is not balanced. And it has to do with you not procrastinating and not and making a decision to see something for what it is, to see a situation for exactly what it is, to not try and put a positive spin on it or a negative spin on it, to just be very objective about something is what it feels like. So we have the Two of Pentacles with the High Priestess and the Fates, which the Fates is the Wheel of Fortune in this particular deck. I don't know why it's not focusing. I'm sorry. But that's what those cards are. So we have a lot of twos and tens coming out here. A lot of self-reflection with twos. Twos are also very intuitive energy, especially with the High Priestess coming out here. For some of you, February 22nd could be very significant. Or February 10th. Those two dates coming up here. Because there's a shift that's going to happen. Or there's a shift that needs to happen. And Taurus, it almost feels like if you don't make the decision to create some sort of action or more momentum to make this shift happen, the universe will make this shift happen with the Fates. This is something this is a decision or a move that will go in your favor. It's going to benefit you. Because you've been so patient. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, very watery again, with strength and the Ace of Swords. I feel, Taurus, like there's a relationship that you're very emotionally invested in that you don't want to see. It's like you don't want to see it for what it is, because that means that you're going to have to acknowledge something about the difficulty of the situation. But it's going to, I think once you do, I said, whether you make the decision to, or whether you allow the universe to do it, something is, there's change in the wind here. All right, what is this Ten of Cups? Because this has to do with your ultimate happiness, your joy, what brings you that joy and bliss. You've got the energy here for it. What is this Ten of Cups? Setting intentions of the Empress. Yeah, the Empress with the Four of Swords reversed. It's time to get out of your head. There's something that you've thought about it enough. It almost feels like you've overthought a situation to the point that it's almost like your abundance is going to be blocked off or hindered. And your own happiness, like you're keeping yourself from your abundance and your own happiness by not moving forward, by keeping yourself in a state of stasis. And the Ace of Cups definitely has this, this whole reading has to do with love, and committed relationships, because it feels like this is something deep inside of you is changing. That's why there's going to be a shift, whether you do it or the universe does it, because the universe can tell when something inside of you is changing. Let's see what this Ten of Wands is, right? Because your behavior changes, the way you move through the world changes, the way you speak, the way you behave. And that's how we turn the wheel. So I feel, Taurus, like you've been turning the wheel recently, very slowly, but there's a message here that it's time to make the change, whatever that change is. And I think this change is going to settle your life more, because I feel like you're in a space of working hard and playing hard and having to multitask and feeling a little stressed out about balancing different parts of your life. We have the Ten of Wands with the Nine of Cups. And the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck again. With the Seven of Cups, again, lots of emotion. Your feelings are being heavily affected this moon cycle. I can see that. Almost to an uproar. because something's ready to change, because something needs to shift. That's why. I feel, Taurus, like it's almost like it's already shifted inside of you, and now you have to show the universe that it has shifted inside of you by, again, the way you speak, the way you behave, the way you move through the world. That's what the universe is going to see. 10 of Wands with the 9 of Cups. There's something here about setting intentions, or an energy of you taking accountability and ownership of your emotions, of your wishes, of your dreams. The 9 of Cups is waiting patiently for something to come in, but you've been patient enough with something, and so it is time to lay down some burdens, to lay down some of these wands, and to acknowledge that you've reached the end of your journey with certain relationships, with certain people, in certain scenarios in your life. They've gone as far as they can go. The wish fulfillment never came in with them. And so it's almost like those relationships are more stressful for you to have in your life than not stressful, right? Let's see what this Death card is. Here's the transformation. There's like a changing over of powers. So what this feels like, this Death card here, please. Love when this happens. Death with death. So clarified itself. Boy, something really wants to end. 5 of Wands. For some of you, this is the ending of a relationship and you becoming single, with the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is single energy, very self-sufficient, pre-Empress energy here. You releasing, some sort of relationship is going to put you back in your power. Because there's been too much arguing in some sort of relationship, having to deal with it's a power struggle. They said the old powers, your old way of doing things is dead. And part of your old way of doing things has to do with this 5 of Wands, competitive energy of going back and forth. Just lots of conflict with authority. Someone who is trying to take authority, trying to be an authority figure in your life. They might not actually be one, but they were trying to. It's time to let that, feels like it's time to let that energy go. Because it's not serving you anymore. And you're just kind of waiting in the wings for it to get better when I don't see that. All right, Taurus, we're going to end with one more tarot card. What is Taurus placements? Moon power for this moon phase. New moon to full moon. 8 of Pentacles. Being very diligent, focusing on the details. Establishing a routine, right? Establishing a new routine, Taurus. This is what I'm saying. There's new elements are ready. You're ready for new elements in your life. You're ready for a new structure, a new routine, new habits. It could be something as simple as waking up an hour earlier in the morning and starting some sort of, just conduct your morning routine is different, and that's what changes your day to day. But something's got to give, and you're ready for it. You're ready to master, or you are in the process of mastering something. Mastering a new element. So you could be making some changes right now, some little ones, leading up to making some sort of large change here. Yeah, we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck, which is what we had down there when I was done with this row. There's that manifesting energy. You're in control. You can call from the universe. You can call in what you want. Let's see what this Eight of Pentacles is. Let's clarify this Eight of Pentacles, please. Taurus placements. One card to clarify the Eight of Pentacles, please. The Knight of Swords. I love that because for me, the Knight of Swords, this is a card about changing your day-to-day routine and knowing that that is going to change your mindset about how you're looking at something. Making these small changes, Taurus, to your day, like I said, whether it be waking up half an hour early, an hour earlier than usual, 15 minutes, going to bed half an hour earlier, there's something about needing more structure, it feels. And really paying attention to how that structure affects you and how you feel. And, you know, if you change your structure for a week, it's like, look at where you were on Monday versus where you are the following Monday, 7 days later. What has changed in those 7 days? Are you feeling better? Do you feel more uplifted? Are there different people that are entering your life now that you've made some slight changes to your routine and your structure? So I feel like that's really important. It's like you're shedding some sort of old skin here. The Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups. I feel like you've gotten bored with energies that seem to try and strategize too much. You could be feeling like there's energies around you that were trying to strategically guide you in certain directions. But I don't think you're looking at those energies anymore because I think you're ready to... Like I said, there's a changeover in authority. And this is about you following your own rules and your own structure. All right, Taurus placements, I hope this helped. I hope it resonated. Like and subscribe. Talk to me in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. Otherwise, I hope to see you at your next reading. Take care.